what time it is? It's the Underground Show,
Yeah,
motherfucker. You see Raz and Cash Mo in the place to be. Moon should be
up in
chiming
this.
in a minute. We got Don Diva on tonight as the interview tonight, you all. Cash,
Yeah,
tell us what we're gonna be
yeah.
talking about on your end, my man.
Oh man, look here, bro. I have some bad news. I'm doing this show coming up on the 30th, and one of the guys who was supposed to perform messed around and lost his life last night. So I'm gonna talk on that a little bit later on. But right now, it's time for the underground show. Goddamn me.
You dig? We got a lot of topics
Yeah.
we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna be talking about the man that ran up in the church and robbed the preacher, Big Bang Hanks. We're gonna be
Oh
talking
yeah,
about the
we're gonna be
flood
talking
in
about Big
St.
Bang Hank.
Louis. Woo, man. We're
Big
gonna
Bang
be talking
Hank.
about, oh yeah, we're gonna be talking about TD Jakes and his comments and what he
Mm,
said. So yeah, we finna get down into it. We finna go and do it.
yeah.
We finna get into some music. We gonna start off with some
Yeah.
Don Diva. Let's go. This the
Let's
underground show.
go. God Diva, goddamn it.
Shake your bum bum, 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 shake your bum bum. I ain't tripping off these little hoes cause they ain't gas since they be hating. See, I'm straight from the STL and Normandy is what I'm claiming. The name of the Diana, but you can call me Don Diva. Running the streets of that north side, you gotta carry the Nina. 314, yeah. Hardcore, yeah. Give you more in once and so what your hoe eating for stiletto pumps in the club. And I'm showing much love. Keep it all the way 100. And you know I'm never frontin'. Better step your game up, cause this girl's turned up. Keep it all the way 100, nigga. Keep it all the way 100, nigga. Ayy, let me break it down, ride the beat for a second. Lady Leo coming through, who knew, never flexing. Throw it back, make it clap, shake it to the beat. Hand clap, stomp your feet, is beauty in this beast. Disco lights flashing bright, yeah, the beat tight. By the end of this song, you gon' be sweating, aight? Shake it fast, make it last, shake your bum bum. Ladies, do your dance if you know you the bum bum. Hey, what you gon' do when the beat come through? What you gon' do when the beat come through? What you gon' do when the beat come through? What you gon' do when the beat hit you like this? Hey, shake your bum bum, 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 shake your bum bum.
Don, Diva, what's going
Yeah.
on, everybody? This is the Girl
What up, y'all? How
Show.
y'all
We
doing?
got
Hey,
Cash
beautiful.
Mo in the building. We got the
All
beautiful
right.
Don
Hey,
Diva.
y'all.
Back to you, my beautiful queen.
Da
Back to you, Don
Diva.
Diva. Love,
Thanks for
love, love the
having me.
music. Love the originality. Love the band.
Yes.
We some
Hey.
old motherfuckers, so we appreciate that
Oh
kind of
yeah.
shit right
Yeah.
there. The
I, I,
originality. Shake your bum
hey,
bum,
Don.
shake
Hey,
your bum
Don.
bum.
Yes,
You
sir.
just took me way back, baby. I'm telling you. Because
Really?
as soon as I heard that live band, you go on ahead and do what you do, girl. Because that's
Hey,
what they do. You
Cash
know what I'm
Mo,
saying?
my daddy,
They don't know what it feels like to perform in front of a live with a live band behind you, boy. Ain't no feeling like it.
no
Do
feeling
your
They
like
confirm.
thing.
And my daddy, he raised me on live bands, local live
Oh
bands.
yeah.
Like my daddy literally go downtown to the little clubs and he go
Uh-huh.
watch his live bands. Like he
Yeah.
fucking loved that shit. And I used to take, a few of my little girlfriends, that was real close down there with him and check out the live
Right.
bands. It's nothing like experiencing the live band. Thank you,
Right.
Don Diva.
Yeah. Shout out
Indeed.
to the Immortal Soul era. That's the band that I worked with. And they cold. I had to get them on the song. And it's an original beat that we made together. So shout out to them. I definitely can't wait till we start performing together so y'all can get the whole experience of what we trying to do from the jump. So we taking off.
Well,
I
I
can't
feel
imagine. I
that.
can
I feel
imagine.
that.
You
I
want to start
feel
off?
that.
Want to start off with some questions from a young lady, Cash Mo? Or want me to start?
Say that again.
Say, want to
Oh
start off
yeah.
with some questions from a young lady, or
Oh,
want me to start?
now you know me. I'm always game to start off with some questions, bro.
All right.
My first question is, uh, what made you decide to do your thing with a live band instead of with the just give me a beat, make me a beat. You just went with the live band thing. What drew you to that sound?
Well, I wanted to. Well, okay. So because I'm so new into the music industry, I know that I have to do something different to stand out. For one. And
Okay,
for two, I don't want to do the same thing that everybody else is doing. So I was like, let me try something with a band. And
right.
I got with them, and they're my friends, and I've been knowing them for years on top of years, and we've done other projects together. So I was like, let me reach out and see how they feel about it. And they were very accepting of the idea of, even collaborating on something like this and trusting me, as far as work ethics and things of that nature, your character, all that goes a long way because, people not gonna work with you if you wasting time and you BSing.
Right. Right.
So
So
yeah.
so explain to whoever the people that's listening that magical feeling that you get when you on stage and know that you actually got a band playing behind you and not just the music blasting out the speaker. Tell them what that feeling is actually like.
Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna tell y'all the first experience I ever had with just performing and with the band. It was my very first time performing and it was with the band. And shout out to Made Music. We were performing at Pops for the Fresco Kane concert actually around August of last year. And
Okay.
I was so nervous. I had just started a new job and they wouldn't give me the day off. So you should have seen me. I'm at work trying to do my nails and trying to do my hair. And on lunch, I'm going to get, new outfits so I can, be ready when I get off. And I have a catering company as well. So we catered the event that night as well. So I had, workers working and, I'm trying to, boss and, put people in their place and
Okay.
everything, still get me ready. So when I get there and get on that stage, I was so nervous, y'all. But you know what? I did not let it show. I was nervous, but I got up there and I did it. And I felt so proud of myself. And it's like every time that I get on the stage now, or my performance in general, I can tell that I'm getting better. My confidence is there. And I basically learned to just take my time, just enjoy the moment, Catch your
Right.
breath. Don't let your anxiety kick in. Because it's fun. I look at this as fun. If I make something out of the career, in the music industry, then hey, thank you, Lord. But if not, then you know what I'm saying. I still want this to be fun. I don't want it to be so, I gotta make money. It's not about that. I want to enjoy the
Free.
experience too.
Right, right, right. But I'm
Also with
me.
that, I just want to add real quick. Also with that, when you playing with a live band, ain't no lip syncing.
It's not.
No,
It's
So
not.
no.
like you getting a whole experience, ladies and gentlemen. It's not like your normal performance, when you're playing with a live band. You got to come out and you got to know your shit and you got to come
Yeah.
perform. And
Yeah.
actually, it's way better. I seen a quote somebody said, "Oh man, they always talking about don't rap with your beat, to a performance. That's old man stuff." I'm like, no, man, that's not old man stuff. That's like performing. Now I get it. I'm not down to you for doing it, but what we're
Right.
saying is a way better experience, a way better performance. You can change stuff in your performance while
Yeah,
you're doing
Right.
something. You can be
yeah,
creative in it. You can get
Right.
people
yeah.
involved in the song and stuff
Right.
like that. And people don't know the art of performing. Well, we understand. I already know you know the art of performing because you can't go up there and go play your track and with the live band and have them.
Right.
Nah, that ain't
Right,
never working.
Now, this
right,
one thing I will say about the band. Um, One thing I will say about the band, every time we perform, they always change it up a little bit. And I love that because, it's going to keep everybody on their toes. They're not going to always hear the same thing. Now, if you want to hear the same
right,
song, then of course it's streaming. But when we perform live, it's like we finna put on a performance. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Right.
So
You know,
shout out to the Immortal Soul. Them my brothers. I straight love them. They get to
yeah, I've
collaborate
had
with
an
me on this.
opportunity. I've
Yeah.
had an opportunity to see them jam before. And
Okay.
the thing that I want to throw in about the live band experience, man, is something familiar to what she was just saying. It's go always change up, but there's one thing that the people that's doing their stuff with their track that they'll never see is when they fall into a pocket. See, they don't even know what a pocket is. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? You could fall into a pocket and switch your song up and make it sound completely different when you with a
yep.
live band.
Yep.
You
And
see what
then
I'm
I
saying?
have a controller as well. So, I've dibbled and dabbled in DJing. I have a controller just like the DJs have. I use Pioneer, Serato. Shout out
Right.
to Terrence Hampton of Diesel Hampton Music Group. He trained me on how to DJ. And it's not something that I actually do a lot, but I know enough to where I can go in there and play with my own music and, like you said, mix it up a little bit, jazz it
Oh
up a little
yeah.
bit. Give you a little flavor.
Oh yeah. Ain't nothing like that live, man. Being a musician, I know exactly how that feel.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see you do something. So I'm gonna have to come check you out. So that means that we gonna have to hook up.
For sure, I would love to. I have a plan that I'm trying to collab with any and everybody that want to work and create some greatness because that's what St. Louis is about. We the show me state, and I honestly believe that once everybody really get out of this little funk that they in of competing against each other and coming
Girl,
together,
woo.
we're gonna make some stuff happen. And then here
Yeah, it's
comes
gonna
girl out of
happen.
the place trying to be like us. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna happen. Cause the
It
talent's
is.
definitely here.
It is. I believe it.
Speak
The
on that.
talent's definitely here.
Speak on that when you say get out this funk. You know, get out this hating on each other stuff. Get out this, you know, out this we can't work with each other stuff. Uh, let's speak on that, Miss Don Diva. Speak on it, honey.
You know, like I said, I've been in this music game for it'll be a year come the end of August or whatever. And it's a grimy game, I'm not speaking no dirt on nobody's names, but ooh we people done showed me some stuff. And you just gotta be careful in this game. You know what I'm saying? You could tell who to deal with and who not to deal with just by how they move, how they talk.
Right.
You gotta observe it. Don't be stupid to the game because want to work with somebody, that person just might be taking advantage of you. You won't even know it because they got a reputation or a brand of doing something. If you don't have ethics and character, then I don't want to deal with you. You
That
know what I'm
ain't
saying?
gonna
That's just
work.
how I was
Speak
raised.
on it.
I'm gonna deal with people that's gonna respect me, and you know what I'm saying, want to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't treat me like I'm just a number. You know.
Right.
So, like I said, I'm willing to work. I want to collab with a lot of people because I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly believe that when you consistent in any craft that you have, any skill that you have, you bound to make it. And I'm willing to take people with me when I fucking bullshit. Excuse my French, y'all, but that's how I
Honey,
feel. You know
speak
what I'm saying?
that.
I'm really in a fucking mode right now because a lot of people has taken my kindness for weakness, and I'm really not about that life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one to be manipulated and played with. You know what I'm saying? Because when I
Speak
come
on.
correct. And I'm always trying to put people on, shout them out, and this and that. But it's kind of messed up when you don't get that back in return. So now, and this is for anybody, you got to treat people accordingly. Take your feelings out the mix. This is business, right? Don't be mad later on when some business pop up and person ain't. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
feel
you
you.
already showed me your character. You already showed me what you was about. So if you ain't about going out here making moves and making money and building a team and getting it together and putting on and you know what I'm saying, showing love, I don't want to be a part of it because it's not real.
Real
Gotcha,
talk.
gotcha. So
Real
now,
talk.
as I understand, you like to be different. I love that
Yeah.
about you. That was one of my main things. Still, ever is to try to be different, make different this. What makes you different than the other female artists out right now?
Shout out to all the female artists, especially the ones from St. Louis. I love everybody. At least I try to, have good vibes with everybody. But what
But
sets me apart from everybody is I am a plus size artist. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are gonna automatically look at me like, ugh, just because I'm a size. But when they actually look at me, they gonna see that when I step out, I'm stepping out classy. I'm never trashy. When I get on that stage, I'm definitely gonna shake my ass, but at the same time, I'm gonna praise God.
That's what I'm talking
Nobody
about.
knows my story and why I do the things I do or act the way I act. You know what I'm saying? I've been in so many traumas in my life. I didn't damn near got killed. I didn't been in shootouts. You know what I'm saying? Like people didn't did me in. So if I'm on stage shaking my ass, that's my business. If I'm cussing in my music, that's my business. But guess what? Sunday morning, I bet you I'm praising God. I praise
All
God all
day.
throughout the day. That's just me.
All
You know what
day.
I'm saying? And people got to accept who you are. You know?
so, speak on some of those trials and tribulations. You don't have to specify names and no stuff like that, but kind of talk about those, tribulations that you went through and shootouts and stuff like that.
So yeah, and that question actually ties into the last one. Um, you know, as far as like my music, I just want to tell a story. And I don't want to tell my story on stuff that never happened to me or something that I don't know about. I'm gonna always talk facts. Something that has happened to me, something that, a certain way I feel, just my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And I've never really had an outlet to let all this out because I've been so sheltered all my life. You know what I'm saying? I've always been reserved. I've always been quiet. And I feel like now is the time to let all this out. Surprise what greatness are capable of if you apply yourself. And even if you got 1 ounce of support, just one person, that's enough to
Right.
get going. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing. I want to put my story in my music, and hopefully it will touch somebody that can relate to me or what I've been through, or help somebody to not go through what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, doubts. Uh, wrong place, wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Um, what else? Accidents. You know what I'm saying? Like near fatal accidents, framed bent. You know what I'm saying? Glass broke. Neck breaks. You know what I'm saying? Off work for damn near a year. You know what I'm saying? Got to learn
Mm.
how to walk. You know what I'm saying? Beating COVID. Everybody had, damn near had COVID, but everybody different, baby. You know what I'm saying? And when you
Right.
go through that experience by yourself, or you in that hospital by yourself, you can't have not no visitors. You can't see your family. You can't see your friends. You can't go to work. You worried about bills and stuff that you ain't supposed to worry about. You know what I'm saying? But them 3 weeks that I was in the hospital, that's my testimony. God was preparing me for everything I'm going through right now. Because he told me, he said, I'm not done with you. See, when you see signs, you gotta pay attention to signs because the angels and God and I know y'all are religious of some sort, but you have to pay attention to the signs because before something happens to you, it's always a sign to tell you what's gonna happen to you. It makes no sense to worry about nothing because God already knows what's gonna happen. So why are you gonna worry yourself and make yourself sick when God already
Right,
knows what's gonna happen?
right,
You gotta live in the moment, and that's what I learned with COVID. You have to live in the moment. And if people ain't calling and checking up on you and, showing concern and, you can just tell by somebody's genuine, actions. And if they're not, even just checking up on you, you gotta change the
right,
circle. And that was the hardest thing for me was accepting the fact that I'm so giving, I'm so, loving everybody and want to help everybody. But when I'm down on my luck, nobody checked on me. Nobody even knew or even, hey, where's Diva at? Where's the good morning post? Where's the good
right.
night post? Where's the happy birthday post? Where's the, you know what I'm saying? Like just the normal that I do. So when that woke me up, I said, it's cool because I can't hold nobody accountable for my feelings but me. So what I need to do is reverse some of this energy that I'm putting off into everybody in the world and everybody that I'm socializing with and everything and put that back into myself.
There it is.
So I apologize to
That's
anybody that feels any type of way, but I've been through it. And now I'm gonna pop my shit because nobody knows what I've been through. I'm staying
Uh,
telling everybody I've been through it,
Don Diva,
Yes.
that apology shit. No,
you ain't gotta apologize for what you do.
this the underground show, baby.
Mm-mm.
No apologizing. That's on.
Mm-mm.
No.
People feel some type of way. You know
That's
what I'm
on
saying?
them. That's on.
I really
That's
don't
people.
care.
People gonna
I'm
feel.
just being
People gonna feel
being
all
nice
type of way
about it,
about
you
any
know?
goddamn thing, Don Diva. People gonna feel. This is the age of I feel any type of way about any goddamn thing. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Fuck the apology. But
Yeah.
This
I
is
feel you.
this
You know what I'm saying?
this is what they call the sensitive years.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
are the sensitive. You know, we had the wonder years. These are
Yeah.
the sensi
these
years.
are these are sensitive years. Yeah, you can't do shit now.
Yeah,
But I
no
did
doubt.
hear you. I did hear you kind of talk about religion. So I just got invited to do one. Have you dibble dabbled into any like gospel rap?
Oh yes, I love gospel music in general. I listen to I believe it's 106.5 or something like that.
Okay.
Play a lot of gospel rap, what else? I mean, anytime I'm feeling it, I'm quick to turn on some gospel in a minute. Kurt Frank,
Oh yeah. Oh
uh
yeah.
Trinity 5-7, Yolanda Adams, I mean Molly Music, Ty Tribbett. I mean the list goes on and on. You know what I'm saying? Clark Sisters. I love me some gospel music. I love music in general. And as long as it touch my soul, I'm listening.
There it is.
As long
I
as
feel
it
that.
feel better, I'm listening to it.
So
Yeah.
tell us where you from, where you was
I'm from the
raised
loop,
at,
baby.
Don Diva.
I'm from
What?
the loop.
Tell us where you from. What you repping, baby?
Hey, I'm always repping 314, you know what I'm saying? But I'm from Castle Point. I grew up in Castle Point, but I actually used my grandparents' address to go to Normandy. So I chose not to go to Riverview because I just heard shit, you know what I'm saying? I was like, my family's from Normandy, so why not continue the legacy in Normandy? So I'm from Normandy. I rep Normandy hard because, a lot of people talk shit about Normandy and how, they wasn't doing this and that. But that's my background. You know what I'm saying? And I know what I went through there. I have a lot of good memories. So if anybody gonna represent it, I'm gonna represent it. That's where I'm from.
Mm.
You gotta represent where you from. Otherwise, you ain't repping yourself. You know.
But I got some
I
family
represent California
members from the
all the way.
point.
Yeah, that
So
part.
tell us how you was raised, young lady. How was you was raised, and who were
Oh,
you raised by?
so I was raised by my mother. Of course, my mom was a single mom. Um, but my grandparents, her parents, helped raise. And whew, um, yeah, I mean, my grandmother, she actually was really close. I was really close to her. You know, we did everything. I walked to school. She picked me up every day, took me to school every day. My grandfather, you know, he was always working and everything. You know what? Shout out to my grandfather. I had just told is what just happened, but last week my grandfather passed, and it kind of hit hard because that's like my father. You know, my real father was not there for me, and my stepdad, he was, but he was incarcerated. So you know, it's only so much he can do. But my grandfather was like my father, and he was there
Okay.
for me. You know, and that's one person that I know for sure loved me to the T. You know, I was his little piece of candy, and he just instilled so many, you know, morals in me and knowledge. You know, and this man only had a seventh grade education. You know,
Mm.
so I learned a lot from my grandparents because I was with them all the time, and my mom, she was always working. You know, so sometimes like right now, I see myself or my generation right now reverting time because right now, you know, I'm a single mother. My children are always with my mom. You know, they love my mom. I'm always working, taking care of the family, and this is the exact same thing that I seen my mother doing with her parents, my grandparents. You know, so now it's like my grandmother's gone, my grandfather is now gone. It just leaves me with my mother and my, you know, my siblings and my children, and that's okay. You know, my family's big, but we're small because we don't have time to do that. You know what I'm saying? We don't do the family drama and all that. We get ghosts. Peace out. I see you in this lifetime or something. You know what I'm saying? It's not that big.
Mm.
But yeah, that's who raised me, and I'm so proud of my raisins because I've never been to jail, never been raped, never claimed no gang. You know, I've smoked here and there. You know what I'm saying? But we don't consider that no drug. But you know, I ain't did nothing that I'm not, you know, proud of. Like, you know, and I'm
Right.
so glad that I had that raising because, you know, that's what's wrong with a lot of our youth. They don't have that raising. You know, my grandparents told me, and y'all gonna keep on hearing it until y'all get it. I'm telling y'all, my grandmother used to tell me all the time, "Don't you leave this porch. I could go outside and play, but all my friends knew they had to come on the porch. I could not leave the porch. If I was off that porch when my grandma came to that door, oh baby, I wasn't abused, but trust me, my people did not play. You know what I'm saying? I never got whoopings. I didn't. I ain't playing with it. Nope. I don't want no whooping. But I
Yeah.
appreciate that because you know I was like I said I was sheltered. You know, go ahead, go ahead.
No, we was
Oh,
just saying. No, you was cool. We was just saying we did.
yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
did.
We
Oh
was
yeah.
playing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was sheltered and I appreciate that because had I not been, I might be one of these people that you know got kids out the ass and you know what I'm saying? And nothing against nobody, but I'm just talking
Right.
about my life. You know what I'm saying? I thank God for everything that has happened to me. That you know what I'm saying? All them hard lessons, late nights, and like I work 2, 3 jobs at a time, going to school just to make sure I stay busy and focused, so that way I won't, you know, get off track and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so hard to get off track, and it's so hard. It's so easy to get off track, but it's so hard to bring
See?
yourself back up. You know, if
Right.
you got that support and it gave up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what's wrong with the community. They give up after they can't get no help.
Now, you say you have the catering company going on. You got the
Yeah.
music going on. You got kids going on, and you
Hmm.
working too, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God! So tell us, how do you balance it all?
I pray. I pray. I stay humble, keep my faith. You know, God is the number one thing in my life. There's no me without him. I'm just here doing his work. And I've learned that because we're flesh. So, you know, a lot of things feel good to us. We wanna be about self sometimes, but it's not about us. And that's what
Right.
I accept, you know. And when my family started leaving, like my grandparents and things of that nature, and you actually stand there and see it and witness it, changed you. It changed your perspective on life. You appreciate the little that you have. and I don't have a lot, but I'm always willing to help somebody because that's how I was raised. And I honestly believe that when you help somebody and you from your heart and don't look for nothing in return, that's how God keep blessing you. Out of everything that I've been through, I could have been out of here, but I'm still here. You know why? Because I'm always doing something nice, doing something right, doing something positive, doing something that I don't gain nothing from. You know?
Right, right.
So,
Okay, well, we done put you on the spot a whole lot, so I'm gonna skip on back for a minute, and I got something I want to ask you real quick.
Okay.
Have you? I know that you like working with the live music, cause like I said, that is off the chain. But
Thank
shout out if you have worked with any producers in St. Louis that has actually probably sent you some beats that you worked with.
Let me see. Oh, I have worked with so many people like a short length of time. So let me shout out just everybody. Shout out to Diva Hampton Music Group. I got two beats from him. I'm still working on one of them. I'm working on one, but that's the off the porch beat. And that one's coming up very soon. Shout out to Darmon Witcher and High Tech. There was S&A Productions, and they helped produce the Get Into It beat. So we did the remix to that too, and I love that beat. That's why I did the remix because I was like, oh my god, this song could just be going, going, going forever, forever. You know how you don't want the song to turn off and you play it again, play it again. That's that song in my household. My kids
man,
love that song.
hey, Cash Mo,
Yo,
man, I think she'll sound great on I'm Not Perfect.
hey,
Hey, put me on.
speak on it. Speak on it.
Put me on. I'm out here. I
He
want people.
I'm sorry, he did the poem on it. So it's like, because I was
Uh
looking for a girl. That's why, I've been holding this song for like a whole year because I was looking for the right female to put on the second verse because it's like my end where I'm saying I'm not perfect in a relationship. Then let her
yeah,
say her end, her end, how she ain't perfect in a relationship.
yeah,
You like one of those, you got a lot of motion going on too. You got a lot of stuff that I feel like can relate to and that you will speak on it. You dig what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm gonna have to hit you up. But until then,
Yeah,
we're gonna
on
get
every
back to some
yeah,
more questions, y'all. We got the Don deep in the building. We finna go to another one of her
yeah.
tracks. Well, we gonna go to another one of her tracks and another song. Then we gonna bring her right back. Got a couple more questions for her. And then since she a female, we want her to stay on for this certain topic we got coming up. This the underground show. Let's go. Let's go.
Diva.
Get it, got it, gone. 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 Gotta get into it, babe. Gotta get into it, babe. Gotta get into it, babe. Gotta get it, gotta get it.
Hey,
Beat mechanic.
Yo! If it's about that bag, dog, you better come correct. Cause I've been at the pad, dog, dreaming about checks. Catch me at the lab, dog, my niggas got next. And I'm about to crash, dog, a nigga gon' flex. If it's about that bag, dog, you better come correct. Cause I've been at the pad, dog, dreaming about checks. Catch me at the lab, dog, my niggas got next. And I'm about to crash, dog, a nigga gon' flex. What's crackin', fam? What's poppin', slime? Grindin' out like a 9 to 5. Look for me, I ain't hard to find. Writing 3 albums at the same time. Heat route, cold line. Checkin' in cause it's game time. Flexin' on them, same kind. Goofy niggas tryna take mine, y'all nonchalant. Loosely, 50 cent like a Lucy. Chicken niggas like a 2-piece. Your ski mask won't spook me. I'm a track star at the finish line. Steakin' eggs, dinner time. Dragon fruit, clementine. Baby nays turn concubine. I'm a Mike Jack. Baddest, can't level up to my status. No sauerkraut without cabbage. better come correct. Cause I've been at the pad, dog, dreaming about checks. Catch me at the lab, dog, my niggas got next. And I'm about to crash, dog, a nigga gon' flex. If it's about that bag, dog, you better come correct. Cause I've been at the pad, dog, dreaming about checks. Catch me at the lab, dog, my niggas got next. And I'm about to crash, dog, a nigga gon' flex. What's poppin', fam? Who is you? Game face, who did who? Shooting dice with my nigga Lou. VIP in the club too. Bottom poppin', bottom line. 2 quarters, 10 dimes. Been drippin', whole time. Felonies, no crime. Ice cold, Eskimo. Arm froze, no winter coat. Neck chill like 3 below. Ice tray in the hue blow. Lake house with the boat dock. Grind time, no shot clock. Hot grease when the corn pop. Bank account on powder stock. Catch me with that gingerbread. Standing out like a touche. Wear 'em out like a pro kid. South face, give me lemon head. Bread count, NBA, fresh air, here to stay. Niggas talking that pay, we getting chips like Frito If it's about Lay. that bag, dog, you better come correct. Cause I've been at the pad, dog, dreaming about checks. Catch me at the lab, dog, my niggas got next. And I'm about to crash, dog, a nigga gon' flex. If it's about that bag, dog, you better come correct. Cause I've been at the pad, dog, dreaming about checks. Catch me at the lab, dog, my niggas got next. And I'm about to crash, dog, a nigga gon' flex.
That's that old Daddy Rich right there.
Uh-oh.
Shit,
Uh-oh.
that made me want flex.
You know how Daddy Rich and them be doing.
Yeah. All right, Daddy Rich. That's the new Daddy Rich. We head down Diva.
Yeah, boy.
I hope she'll click back in a minute. But we gonna
Right,
get
right.
down to it. First topic of the
Let's
night.
go.
We gonna go and get into
I'm with
Big
it.
Bang Hank. Damn.
Big bang, bang.
Man went to a
Dude.
church, robbed Big Bang Hank while he was preaching
Big
during the
bang,
sermon,
hang.
actually. Also was heard that
Big
they
bang,
robbed
hang.
some of the congregation also. Um,
Big bang, hang.
Big Bang Hank. Now, you know,
Big bang, hang.
they got the license plates, numbers, and all this kind of stuff. Let's get to what led to them just coming up in the church, because what we know, that's some of the
Well,
boldest shit you can do, some of the most desperate thing you can
well,
do. But
well,
huh,
Mr. L.C. Raz. When you the pastor of a church and you driving Bentleys and wearing gold chains and Feli and Prada boots and all type of silk shit
Tom
and
Ford
outside
suits.
getting out your ride showing rings like this talking big shit. Yeah, they gonna come after you, Big Bang Hank. But see, they waited for the perfect day to come get you. They waited. They heard you keep on talking about how much money you get at your church. So they wait till after you pass the bucket. As soon as you pass that bucket, they were sitting right there in the back talking about, yeah, it's that time. They done passed the plate.
And you know what? Hey, I think, man, it can be more. It can be more to that too, because like you said, you know, he around showing jewelry, talking about money. He
Yeah,
got the Rolls
yeah,
Royce. Is he just into church?
yeah. Well, he was living that pastor's life. But see, he was fronting his. He wasn't trying to hide his. He was letting them know where their money went.
what I'm saying is though, could have it been he was in more different other business? Probably had his hand over here in the cookie jar a little bit.
Don Diva, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, y'all. My battery went
It's
dead.
okay, sweetheart.
That's all right. That's all right. We
Do you?
just started. Go ahead, Brad. Let's
No,
fill
I'm
in on
saying it's
what we're
just. I
talking
mean,
about.
just a thought because you got to understand, we growing up in a church, and it don't matter what money I have or what I'm flexing. We're going up into a church, the place of God.
All right.
Also, they didn't just rob him; they also robbed the congregation. Also, and what I'm saying to
Okay.
you, not saying that he is, but could have it been that he have his hand in the cookie jar, maybe
Oh,
involved in other things to also lead to that.
no, no, no. They did that simply for the fact that that man was on social media bragging about and showing off his rides and his money and his clothes. You the pastor of a church. Like, hell yeah, they go hit your congregation too. What you think you got? They know where that money came from. They go hit them too.
So
See,
do
that
you
was all.
think?
That's all on him for flexing.
So do
Don
you
Diva.
think that social media and with people doing all these things, my locations and all this stuff and pop up and showing off money and stuff like that, do you think that's what's actually getting them killed and getting them robbed? Because I feel
Oh,
that
yeah,
way.
definitely. You got to be smart out here. Like I could have just hit the lottery yesterday, but nobody ever know it. I'm not
Mm-mm.
gonna go out there and be buying cars and rims and chains and gold teeth and you know what I'm saying? Like if I do got all of that, I'm gonna bring it out here and there. You know what
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying?
Eh,
I'm not
eh,
finna be out in the club buying the boy and big wads of money. Like why?
right. But okay, but Don, this is what we was talking about. I don't know if you heard it or seen it. It was just that pastor. They came in there. They went into his church. They robbed his church with
Mm.
him in it
Oh wow.
while he was on the pulpit. But
During the
wait a minute.
sermon.
The
During
reason
the
why they
sermon.
did it. Go ahead, Ryan.
No, go ahead. No, I was saying
The
during
re the
a sermon.
Yeah, doing the sermon. But the reason why they did it, honey, was because this so-called pastor, God, please help these guys. This so-called pastor, all on social media, getting out of Bentleys and Ferraris and showing off gold and all this. So you know what? He set himself up for failure.
Wow.
But
He set himself up for failure. They like, dude, you on social media flexing like this? Well, yeah, we coming up and we go get you while you doing your sermon. We want that gold. We want everything you just collected off the plate, and we taking all your parishioners' money too.
Yeah, they don't care nowadays. They don't care the as long as they complete the mission. That's all they care about. So you
Yeah,
helping them by flashing all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
right,
even carry no purse no more.
now,
right.
is that a good outlook for a church though?
No. I mean,
No,
that's a sacred
You know,
place. So for one, that person being hella disrespectful by coming in there to even do that. So
yeah, yeah,
that's karma on their
yeah,
part. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But if you want to put blame somewhere, the blame should be on that pastor. The
Why you
blame
say
should be
that?
on that pastor
oh
for
yeah,
out there
and that's what I was
flashing.
saying. The pastor, what he's doing with showing all the rings and everything
Oh
he
yeah.
has, is that a great look for the church though?
It's
No,
not.
no, that ain't a great look for a pastor.
No,
That's not a great look for a pastor. I
it's
mean,
not.
I'd be mad as hell if I saw my pastor on Facebook riding around in a Bentley and I'm in a motherfucking Pinto.
And
Right.
my electric need to get paid.
Yeah, no, I'm mad as hell.
I'm like,
Right.
hold on,
Yeah,
bills and
bro.
Yeah,
bills,
these
right?
pastors. And that's what I be trying to tell people, like, if you're gonna do your tithes and offerings, it's supposed to be from your heart, right? If the pastor don't do what he's supposed to do with it, then that's on him, right? But,
Right.
if he is flashing cars and jewelries and, all this and that, and he ain't putting no money into the church and getting the water fixed when you turn it on and you got cold water instead of hot,
Mm,
or whenever
mm,
we need a repass and I gotta go and pay out of pocket somewhere else and I can't have a repass here, you
mm,
know? Makes it
Mm,
make sense. I gotta find me a different church home now.
mm,
But I
mm.
think actually I think he's doing all that because it was a great looking church. So I ain't even gonna lie. I think he's
Yeah,
doing all that. You know what I'm saying? But church is big business. I mean, we love the Lord and everything like that. But at the same
yeah,
time, church is big business. Church is big business. I mean,
Yeah,
church is big business. God make more money than any
yep.
artist, any record company.
Mhm. Yeah,
It's big
yeah.
business,
All you
So
got to do is just have the right gift
yeah,
of gab. You know what I'm
got to have
saying?
that. Got to have that. And we
You
seeing a
have the
lot
right
of
gift of gab. You know.
ex cons and ex gangsters become pastors. Ex pimps become pastors. My dad actually, while we talking about that, he was an ex pimp. He pastored his church.
Mm.
Now I was little, fucked me up, but yeah, he was a pastor at the church. You know what I'm saying,
yeah,
for a second. So I've seen that happen, you know what I'm saying? But church is
Yeah,
big business. And
I
these
ain't got
guys
no
just
problem with
in
that.
there,
I ain't got no
people are giving
problem with
them a
that,
hammer.
bro. I really
What you
don't have a
saying?
problem with that. If you come out of that life and this then you are led that way by him, I don't have no problem with that at all. But if he do lead you that way, that don't mean that you go that way and still start looking down on people that's
Yeah,
still doing what you was doing.